Hello, very warm welcome. Austrian qualifying reaction. Lewis Hamilton, 1.2 seconds, destroys the field in a wet qualifying. We've not had a wet qualifying in years, it seems, but we should have started this session 30 minutes before. We had a 46-minute delay, very slow to react to the conditions. It stops raining, we should go out, and then it starts raining, so we have a massive delay. Austrian GP for me, not the Styrian GP. I mean, you can't call it the Austrian GP in round 1 and then call it the Styrian GP. So on this channel I'll be calling it the Austrian GP because it's the same as round 1, so I don't see why we've got to change. Are we going to do that with Silverstone when we have back-to-backs? Lando Norris will take a free place penalty. Q1, we're finally underway. It's a wet qualifying. Grosjean goes off and is out of the session. Brake issue again, I think. Giovinazzi hits the wall, pulls off, brings the red flag out. Sergio Perez is out. Now it's going to be entertaining tomorrow with the racing points starting so far down. Russell gets through. Q2, we're seeing a lot of running. The drivers are amazing. They're not making any mistakes. This is why they're the best in the world. We only saw 2 errors, really. A lot of running. Russell gets P12 in the Williams. Outstanding. Qualifying star. His best qualifying in Formula 1. Outshining that car, to be honest. What a talent George Russell is. I absolutely love him. Should be in the Mercedes for me. Leclerc out. Ferrari a horseshit. Where is their pace? Q3, Max was on an improved lap, but he spun. Hamilton destroys the field by 1.2 seconds. I mean, can you question him? He doesn't put a foot wrong. He's proved it time and time again in wet conditions. Destroys the field by 1.2 seconds. We've only got 10 turns round Austria, and he's 1.2 seconds on pole. Qualifying star George Russell. Qualifying reaction. Hamilton destroys the field. Russell's outstanding. Lewis Hamilton on pole after a tough round 1 at Austria. 1.2 seconds. Unbelievable. Max P2 had a little spin, great save. I think it would have been closer between Hamilton and Max, but are you surprised Hamilton and Max are 1 and 2? They're the best drivers in wet conditions. Carlos Sainz P3 in the McLaren. They get a podium in round 1, Sainz 3rd, out-qualifies Valtteri Bottas. Valtteri Bottas, race winner in round 1, he'll go from 4th. Esteban Ocon deserves a huge shout for qualifying star. P5. Russell, Sainz and Ocon, outstanding. Lando Norris, 6, but he will drop to 9th, so Alexander Albon will go to 6th. Nowhere near his teammate. Gasly will go from 7th. Daniel Ricciardo will go from 8th, outshined by Ocon. Then will come Norris in 9th. Sebastian Vettel 10th. Charles Leclerc 11th. Where is Ferrari's pace? It's horseshit. What a shitbox that car is. They need massive upgrades. Star of qualifying, P12, George Russell, his best ever qualifying in Formula 1. Lance Stroll will go from 13th. It's going to be exciting with the racing points coming through the field if we have a drive race. Danny Kvyat 14th, can't be happy with that. Gasly's really pulled his pants down. 15th, Kevin Magnussen. No pace in Q2, was always going to qualify 15th. Kimi Raikkonen 16th. Sergio Perez, the huge shocker Q1, will go from 17th. 18th, Nicholas Latifi, which I think's a good effort considering he's never drove an F1 car in the wet. Giovinazzi had that off, is 19th. Grosjean, brake issues again. Lewis Hamilton dominates the Australian qualifying. I'm fired up. He was too many mistakes in round 1. He needs to bounce back. He's bounced back 1.2 seconds on pole. We need the 26 points tomorrow and get this championship underway. I'm absolutely buzzing. It was a battle for pole between Hamilton and Max. Hamilton comes out on top. Max had a slight spin. Sainz, Ocon and Russell outstanding in qualifying, and Ferrari need to pull their socks up. I tell you what, that's going to be very interesting tomorrow because we got the Racing Point, which we know is a great car in the dry. They're obviously not very good in the wet, so they're going to be flying through. Thanks for watching. look out for race reaction tomorrow and driver ratings for the Austrian Grand Prix. No Styrian Grand Prix here. It's the Austrian Grand Prix for me. And yeah, Hamilton is on pole by 1.2 seconds. Get in there, Lewis!